Hi guys, today's topic is citizenship. Part 2 of the constitution explain about the citizenship. In the citizenship, mainly there are 6 articles from starting from article 5 to article 11. Article 5 explains the citizenship at the commencement of the constitution. At the commencement of the constitution, every person who has his domicile in the territory of India. Here now the question about the domicile. Domicile is defined as a treated specified country as a permanent home. For example, Alex was born in America, but he is working in Japan for 10 years. After 10 years, he went to America because he is a domicile in America. Here in section 5, there are three subclasses, subclass A and subclass B and subclass C. Subclass A, who was born in the territory of India, or either of whose parents who was born in the territory of India, or who has been ordinarily resident in the territory of India for not less than 5 years preceding such commencement, that is nothing but 1950, shall be a citizen of India. Now we are discussing about the three important things: persons, citizens, and minorities. Persons, each and every person shall be treated equally. That is nothing but Article 14 explains the equality before the law. Equality before the law. And citizens. Citizens in India, each and every citizen must be treated equally and no discrimination against any citizen. That is nothing but Article 15 explains. Now, point 2, minorities. Minorities is nothing but minorities shall have some special rights according to Article 29. Now, Article 6, right of citizenship of certain persons who have migrated to India from Pakistan. That is nothing but the migrants starts from Pakistan to India. A person who has migrated to the territory of India from the territory now included in the Pakistan shall be deemed to be a citizen of India at the commencement of the constitution. That is nothing but he started from Pakistan to return to India. That's why he is deemed to be citizen of India according to Article 6. In Article 6, there are three subclasses. That is nothing but in point A and point B. In the point B, there are 1 and 2 subclasses. Point A, he or either of his parents of any of his grandparents was born in India as defined in the Government of India Act 1935. Okay, and point B. Point B, there are two subclasses. In this case, the person has migrated before 19 July 1948. He has been ordinarily resident of territory of India since the date of migration, or same person has been migrated on or after 19 July 1948, has been registered as citizen of India, or any officer appointed on behalf of the government of the Dominion of India on application has been made by him before the commencement of the constitution and in the form of manner prescribed by that government. That means no person shall be regarded unless he has been resident in territory of India at least 6 months immediately preceding the date of application. Coming to Article 7. Article 7 explains the rights of citizenship of certain migrants to Pakistan. That is nothing but they starting from migrant from India to Pakistan. A person who has after the first day of March 1947 migrated from the territory of India to territory now including Pakistan, he shall not be deemed to be citizen of India. Now coming to Article 8, rights of citizenship of certain persons of Indian origin residing outside of India. Notwithstanding anything in the Article 5, that is nothing but commencement of the constitution, which is ordinarily residing in any country outside India, so as defined shall be deemed to be citizen of India if he has been registered as a citizen of India by the diplomatic or consular representative of India in the country. That is nothing but if any person residing outside of India, if he wants to citizenship of India, he registered in any country. There is a diplomatic or council representative of India. So in that country, in that office, he must be registered as a citizenship of India. Then he gets the citizenship of India. Here, Article 9 explains the person voluntarily acquiring citizenship of a foreign state not to be citizens. That is nothing but no person shall be citizen of India by virtue of Article 5 or deemed to be citizen of India by virtue of Article 6 or Article 8 if he has voluntarily acquired the citizenship of any foreign state. That is nothing but if any person he went to America or in any other country, if he gets the citizenship in that country, he will acquire that citizenship in that country, then that person's not to be treated as a or not to be deemed as a citizens of India. So that is explained the Article 9. He voluntarily acquiring the citizenship of a foreign state. Okay. Now, Article 10 continuance of rights of citizenship. That is nothing but every person who is or is deemed to be citizen of India under any of the foregoing provisions of the part shall, subject to provisions of any law made by the Parliament, continue to such citizen. That means the Parliament make or made any laws according to the citizen, that laws must be applied to each and every citizens of India. Article 11 Parliament to regulate the right of citizenship by law. Nothing in the foregoing provisions of this part shall derogate from the power of Parliament to make any provisions with respect to acquisition and termination of citizenship and all other matters relating to citizenship. That is nothing but the Parliament made the law Citizenship Act 1955. Okay, this is the link. Finally, thank you guys for watching my video. If you want to like, share, comment, please subscribe to my channel Legal Concepts. Thank you.